Hello, just wanted to help you on some problems here with type 1 and type 2 errors. So this is in 8.4, but it's kind of putting everything all together. So it says a city planner performs a hypothesis test at the 0.05 level of significance to determine if the proportion P of all the trains that arrive at the downtown stop on time during rush hour is less than 75%. Here are the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis for the test. So notice the H0 is always an equal to, and the H1 is a less than because that's what we are thinking is true. That's what we are arguing. So the results of the city planner's hypothesis test will be either, so for a type 1 error, we would have to have H0 is true. This is in real life. Up here is always in real life. And then over here is what the jury says, basically. So that would be a reject H0 when H0 is true. And then a correct decision would be when H0 is actually false and we reject H0. If in real life H0 is true, then we do not reject H0 would be another correct statement. And then the fourth one would be if H0 is false and we do not reject, that's a type 2 error. Okay, so they gave us the Z score, our test statistics. So we're not quite 2 standard deviations below the mean, but we're pretty close. And they want us to test this at a 0.05 level of significance. So this is a one-tailed test. And it says enter the test statistic that they told us is a negative 1.96. Oops, negative 1.916. And we are going to shade here, and we're going to shade the p-value. So I have to go calculate the p-value. Because it's a less than and it's only one-sided, I'm just going to do the probability here and put in a negative 1.916. Because it's a Z, I can use this. So my probability of this actually being true is 0.0277. Okay, so there's my area. And then it says, what is the result of the city planner's hypothesis? Because my alpha is 0.05 and my p-value is less than 0.05, it's 0.0277, we are going to reject the null hypothesis. And then part D says, what if they actually say if the true proportion of all trains that arrive at the downtown stop on time during rush hour is actually 75%? So if in reality it's 75%, 75% is in agreement with H0. So that means H0 is true and we rejected H0. So that means we committed a type 1 error. So let's go ahead and check this. And we are correct. So there's going to be different variations of this, making sure if it's two-tailed, when you find your p-value that you multiply times 2 when you're finding your probability using these buttons, because when it's two-tailed, you have to have twice the area of what you're finding here. And making sure that you're reading their questions here correct on like part D. Reach out if you have any questions.